Okay, so I haven't done a plant update in a while, or really like any update, or any posting, or really of anything. So, hi, I'm back. I'm not dead. I have really, honestly, just been kind of struggling the last couple months emotionally to like show up for anybody but myself, and so I've just taken the time to just kind of be selfish and yeah, just become myself. And so I kind of wanted to not only give an update on like my plans, but kind of me, like where I'm at and kind of what I'm doing. And while I'm talking and doing that, I'm going to be doing one of these. It's called a Kokedama. It's a Japanese kind of art form for plants about like um, just minimalism, I guess, is from kind of my understanding of it. I obviously am not super up on it, and I am not doing the traditional like method of it. It's kind of what I've seen on TikTok. I've kind of just chosen a couple plants and just I'm gonna do that. So I already did this one, kind of just testing it out. I wasn't entirely sure. So this is just a staghorn platycerum something. Yes, it's a staghorn fern. So I've created this Kokedama. This is my first one ever, and so I really just, instead of doing it on camera, wanted to do the first one on my own. I'm gonna like trim some of this off once I go get scissors, but that's kind of what we're doing today. I've got this staghorn as well that I would like to kind of get going in this. It's honestly super affordable. I had everything to do it on hand. I literally had sphagnum moss for my moss poles. I found this cord in my drawer, so I don't know where it came from. It's just hemp rope. I've had it for years, I'm assuming. And so, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So if you have plant chores or any chores really, and you wanna like listen to me talk while you do them, let's do that. I'm very excited. Oh look, this one has spores. Anyway, yes, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I am not really sure how this is supposed to be done, but I'm just kind of trimming off the parts that I deem ugly, or they're like loose like this. Yeah, there we go, like that. Let's trim this off. Kind of just like trying not to get it everywhere. And there's a dog just looking in the background, don't mind that. I would say that looks pretty good. I don't really want to mess with this top part too much. I'm afraid like I just cut too close to the plant. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing today, is just creating a Kokedama. You basically just wrap moss, and I'm just using like potting soil. It's whatever I had on hand. I'm not doing anything special with these. Again, I'm trying to keep this $0 input. I've had these plants for a while, and so I'm going to create new homes for them instead of upsizing the pots. But really, kind of what I've been up to is just school and work, which school has not been going well, I'm gonna be completely honest. But work has been going pretty well. I've been kind of getting some new clientele. I've been trying to do some workshops, kind of doing mobility stuff, helping my clients and some other people at the gym. Yeah, and so it's been good. I've been learning a lot, spending a lot of time with the dogs. really just focusing on like my mental health, focusing on like my family. My sister had a baby maybe a month ago, actually literally almost a month ago. It's insane to think about. And so I have been trying to be supportive from afar with that. I'm sure that there's a lot of adjustment that my sister and her husband are kind of going through, and so super exciting. Yeah, I don't have any like massive updates like that. My plants have new leaves, which is about the most exciting thing going on in my world. So what I'm doing right here is just kind of creating the like base layer of the Kokedama. It's about like an inch thick with moss. The plant that I'm putting in there is about yay big, so pretty spacious, copious amount of moss. I'm going to just add a little bit of potting soil to the center here. Maybe another scoop, just to kind of give this plant a little bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more. We'll see how this goes. I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna work. That last one was the first one I've ever done, and I've never owned one. I've seen a bunch of people say that it's a really cool way to grow like plants that are, so this is called an epiphyte, meaning it grows on other plants. And that's kind of, in the wild, they'll be growing on trees, on just really kind of anything on top of things is really, yeah, the way they go about it. So I'm just trying to clump this up around here until I can get maybe here. Let's do this. Let's see. It's not perfect, but whatever. You gotta have a starting place. So I'm keeping a little bit of tail out here so that I can kind of tie it up when I get going with this, but here's kind of where I'm at right now. I've got that one, get out of the way. Go here, let's go like this. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and so we've got like the soil kind of falling apart here. So I'm just going to squeeze out some more moss and put some like this, like such. Hold that here. Boom. So it's gonna like kind of become, from how I've done it, is kind of like a layered thing, because it's like hard to hold all of this together for me. And maybe I'm just not obviously up on all of this, but oh, I'm not even showing it. Oh my god, how embarrassing. So yeah, I'm just trying to squeeze it all together, kind of like such, creating kind of that ball shape to it, just like this. Yeah, and see, so we got another little patch of dirt there. So like this. There. So now that it's kind of like holding together, now I'm gonna kind of shape it a little. I've tried to keep it like in a spherical shape, but now I'm really gonna kind of focus on that round. shape to it. I've seen like orchids grown this way as well. I think that's been like a really cool thing that I've seen as like for some other epiphytes, because orchids as well are epiphytic, meaning again they grow on other plants. And epiphytic plants are not parasitic plants. These plants kind of is like benign. It doesn't really like affect the other plant. It's just kind of like a place to grow. They don't steal nutrients that I'm aware of. It's pretty much just kind of a symbiotic relationship. They just kind of maybe, I don't know what the proper like biological term is, but they don't, it's not like a parasitic plant is all I'm trying to say. So here we go. I think I'm gonna use some of this moss and kind of fill in this area right here. So this is terrible. I'm so sorry about the video quality on this. Like, wow. Obviously, I'm still getting used to filming again. This is also like an angle that I don't think I've ever really filmed at, so. It's fun, it's all about angles, right? Ha ha ha. Okay, so the video is gonna be a little different quality for the rest of it. My phone died, so I'll have to finish this. So I kind of got to a point where I was happy with this. I'm going to, oh no, that was what I was afraid of. Okay. Well, at least it gives me an anchor point to start from. So I'm gonna kind of continue just raveling this up a little bit, and I want this one to be more like covered in the hemp string. I like, as I'm like winding this, I'm like really, I like the look of it. Again, it's just kind of a personal preference thing. So I have this spool of hemp rope, and I've got my Kokedama here. Let's spin it this way. There's little Lottie in the background. I'm just gonna keep going with this, making it as covered as possible. But I am enjoying being back in Denver. It's been really a good change for me. I think like, I don't really have anything against Grand Junction other than it's just not for me. Not a Junction country guy, so I will enjoy my city life and let others enjoy Junction. Yeah, it's been quite the change this year. I feel as if I feel as if this is exactly where I was supposed to be, and so I am really happy about that. Feels like it's a mummy. But hopefully, I mean, the hemp rope is like super breathable, so I'm gonna assume that because this is what other content creators use for theirs. It's not like it's gonna stay too moist for too long. It should pretty quickly dry out just like the moss and give this plant kind of the more kind of like how it would grow in nature, right? Like, I mean, it's not growing on top of another plant right here, say, but like, there's not really, let me just trim some of this leftover stuff off. Again, I'm not going to, okay, maybe a little bit up here, cut away from the plant, but ta-da, my little Kokedama. My little mommy plant. I love this. So, essentially, like I basically, the moss was soaking in a nutrient solution and water, and so it will be able to continue to grow, and here the roots will be able to grow into the moss. The fronds will continue growing. This is the newest frond it's given me, this little baby one right here. This one is starting to split, or like that's how it's grown. So I'm hoping not to set it back much, if at all, but I've got my two little Kokedamas here that I've done, and